Good morning, LTTB channel viewers. This is Janis, and obviously you're watching LTTB channel. Now, Friday, end of the week. It's very important to finish your week on a good note. Now we're talking about the stock market and also about the forex market. No matter what you're trading, obviously you want to finish your week on a good note, have a good weekend, have a good rest. Now, let's look at Jakarta market, at Indonesia market. What is happening with Indonesia stock market? Now, overall Indonesia market this week has had pretty decent week. Obviously, we haven't seen huge gains, but saying that, we haven't seen any huge losses either. Especially if you look at other Asia regional markets, well, China market was closed and Hong Kong market was closed most of the week and other markets were closed also. But let's look at these markets and you see that there are big drops. Japan has had huge drop and Hong Kong has had just almost 5% drop in one day. So relatively, Jakarta market has performed pretty good. Now, what's the reason? First of all, you could look at the data from last week of GDP. As you can see, the gross domestic product from expected 4.74% has actually increased to 5.04% year on year. So as you can see, the economy is growing, and also the retail sales. The retail sales from 9.7% has actually grown to 10.4%. Now let's look a little bit. What does retail sales actually tell you? Okay, well, for me, retail sales obviously means that people have the money. Why? Obviously, if people are buying, they have the money to do so. If retail sales are increasing, obviously their money also is increasing. It's quite simple. It's very simple way of thinking, no magic whatsoever. Now, let's look at Indonesia rupiah. As you can see, Indonesia rupiah has strengthened. So from 14,000 rupiah against the dollar, it has actually strengthened to 13,500 against the dollar. It's not huge strength at this point, but it's quite steady. So that's a good point. Now, when talking about Indonesia rupiah, you must not forget that also the dollar index and the dollar is weakening against the other currencies. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about what could happen today, what could happen in short term, medium term, and even long term in Jakarta market. Now let's look at the state-owned companies like Adi, Baskita, Krakatau Steel, Antam. Now it's been accepted, the proposal has been accepted to have the capital injection of 3 billion US dollars into these companies. So Adi, Baskita, Krakatau Steel, and Antam. Obviously, capital injection is there to boost the economic growth, and they can do it by using these companies. So if you are trading medium term, then these companies, Adi, Vaskita, Krakatau Steel, and Antam, is the companies to look at. Now, those of you who are trading Jakarta stocks, Indonesia stocks, I wish you to have a pleasant trading day. Wish you best of luck today, and don't forget to do your analysis. Okay. Now, those of you who like to trade forex, let's look what happened this week in the forex market. Now, first of all, it is the dollar index. The dollar index has actually dropped from 99.8 points to 95.6 points. Now it is quite a big drop. And what we had this week is we had the Janet Yellen testimony. Now, testimony, in my opinion, every single time Janet Yellen testifies, speaks, have a speech, the market is acting, and I'm sure you have noticed. And it not necessarily has to act positive or negative way on the way what Janet Yellen is speaking. Now this week, her testimony basically was that the Fed will continue with the system. They will continue to gradually raise the rates. However, most likely than not, at this moment there will be on the pause. So if you are reading what analysts are saying, if you're watching news and predictions, then to be honest, the polls are saying that there are literally 0% chances that Fed will raise the rates in March. So guys, if you are trading against the US dollar, you know what you have to do at the moment. Now saying that, also let's look at the very important pairing US dollar against Japanese yen. Now US dollar against Japanese yen has been at the highest level this week since 2014. Now obviously if US dollar Japanese yen is at the highest level, that simply means that Japanese Japanese yen is strengthening. Okay, sorry. So US dollar against Japanese yen is at the highest level because Japanese yen is strengthening. So highest level since 2014. Okay, great. Now let's look at other pairings like GBP against the US dollar. If you have traded this pairing this week, then you simply can see this is very technical week for GBP and US dollar because you can simply trade on supports and resistance, and if you have drawn a channel, then you can simply trade on a channel. Personally, we have had very successful week with GBP USD, and I hope that you will have in the future. And also now guys, this was our first week recap. There's plenty more to come. Now, obviously, I hope that you will get better. But also, guys, I hope that we will get better because, to be honest, we are still new to this YouTube broadcasting. Now, what I would like to ask to you guys, honestly, we are doing this for you for better view in the market, for you, for traders, for young, old traders, for every single person that want to make money in the market. Now, obviously, we need support. I'm not talking about money support. I'm talking support from you. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, please do not hesitate to write us, email us, tweet us, follow us on Instagram, or simply just put a comment in a YouTube page, in a comment section. Because to be honest, guys, it is extremely lonely in here to watch this YouTube channel if none of you are commenting. It doesn't. You don't have to put the comments. Oh, this guy is just amazing. No, let's not be that creative. Let's put simple comments, guys. I think you have to do this, or your suggestions, or simple your questions in the market. Okay. Now, thank you very much for watching me. It was Janis and LTTB channel. Now, please don't forget to subscribe and comment. Have a good day and have a good weekend.